Hi, I'm Debbie, and welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we're reading for July 12th, 13th, 14th, and 15th, Monday through Thursday. This is a general reading, and that means I'm going to be using, of course, my two Radley Valentine decks. I use my Archangel Power Tarot cards for the main message. Then I will pull one from my Angel Tarot cards. I pull one from my Emily Anderson Crystal deck, too. Now, I'm also for the introduction, which we are in the introduction, and I do put a little time marker when the actual readings start so that anyone that's cross watching, and basically it's very encouraged for you to check what your moon, your Venus, ascending, rising, and you can kind of take a look at all of them. By going to the marker, you skip then the introduction. Anyway, I will be in the introduction using my Waite Rider traditional tarot. I will pull three for that. That's more for an overview of what's happening possibly in our world. Okay? Now, remember to I have prayed, meditated, and infused all the decks with Reiki energy. I'm an intuitive channeler. I open myself to higher power. My job, just deliver the message. Now, anything that is reversed, any cards that are reversed, basically have a little stronger energy. So let's go on. We are going to go ahead and pull three cards just to see what's happening in the world, what the energies are going to be like. Oops, and a card is flying. When cards fly, and I have to disappear for a moment, it usually means, hey, pay attention to me. It is face down. It is face down, so I don't know what this is. And I told you that reverse cards have stronger energies. Also to remember, swords is our air energy, and that's our Gemini. It is our Libra and Aquarius. Cups is our water energy. It is our Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, fluid, emotional. Wands and rods is our fire energy. Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. And then we have Pentacles, which is our earth energy. And that would be our Virgo, Capricorn, and our Taurus energy. So let's see what we have. Please take time now. Please take time now to like, share, subscribe. The buttons should be over there. It helps. Click on the bell for notifications. I've had some viewers telling me that they've been having trouble with their notifications. They've kind of said that they think that my algorithms might be a little bit messed up. So please, if you are subscribed, resubscribe. Do all the buttons again, please, because it does help. Thank you so much. And thank you to my viewers who have made comment to that. And I do love to listen to your comments or read your comments. So please do feel free to comment. Okay, first card here. This is reverse, a little bit stronger energy. This is a 5. 5 has some change energy to it, positive, negative. It can be a little bit on that difficult side, and we know what difficulties are like. We've had many ups and downs in the last couple of years, but that's what life is all about. Now, the Hierophant is very much a traditionalist, but there's a couple of things going on with this Hierophant too. So one is tradition, one is there is also a legalistic type of energy around the Hierophant. But the other thing that the Hierophant has, and I'm picking this energy up more, so is being around people with your views, okay? People that are very supportive of you. So if you have, if you've been, going a little bit off of the traditional view, or off of the traditional pathway, it's very important for you to have the spiritual support to help to get you on, help to get you through this. So there's going to be a couple of things going on with this week with the Hierophant. One is, and again to the Hierophant, I always get, because I am a fire sign, I always I'm always like a little bit resistant to those traditions, unless it makes sense to me, unless it's kind to others. So just kind of the Hierophant has a very traditional, very legalistic energy, but at the same time, there's also that part that says the people that need, the people need to be around people that help to support them to get them through some of this energy too. So let's see what else we have here. Next card. Okay, this is also reversed. So now we have two, and these are from the major arcana. So this is more of that bigger overview. The minor arcanas kind of give us that day-to-day feel, but this is this is something bigger than us. Now, the Emperor, there's a 4, so some stability, some leadership. There's also some organization with the Emperor. The Emperor kind of gets us back on our path. The Emperor kind of guides us where we need to do. So while we have this being more of the religious, this has more of that oversight of even that religious, okay? So, these two are very powerful, very strong leaders in our universal. Now, again, it kind of has there is kind of a little bit of I don't necessarily want to say conflict, but I kind of feel like a little bit rubbing each other wrong. So we're going to have to just watch to see what that's all about. Okay, next card. And now we have the Hermit. And again, these are reversed. Now, the Hermit, so we have all major arcana. So we have some majorly higher power, and again, when I talk about higher power, I talk higher power, guardian angel, spirit guide, voice of the universe, your divine, the source, whoever that is to you, that's very personal to you. But this has a very strong universal type of energy going on. And one thing, this is a 9. So 9s have kind of this completion. It's kind of this ending type of thing. It's kind of this let's wrap things up and let's move on with our life. But the Hermit is one that needs to take time away, needs to think about what's going on, needs to kind of see that bigger picture. Now, one of the things that really popped to me was that we had a 5 plus a 4, and that equals 9. And if you know what I've been talking about the last month or so, and I am so grateful to the subscribers that let me know, because one thing about me is once I give the reading and once it's delivered, it's something that I really don't recall it unless higher power wants me to. But it's kind of like it's delivered, now let's move on. And that's kind of where the Hermit is too. It's kind of like, okay, it's delivered, let's move on. Or I should say that's how number 9 is. That's what that number is. But what really jumped at me was 5 plus 4 equals 9. So the numbers have been speaking quite a bit. A lot of times, that's how angelic realms, they like to speak to us through numbers. And there's some wonderful sites, and I talk about this as, you go to your search browser, whoever that is, whatever that is, and I would suggest you put 5, 4, and 9 in, and then put angel numbers behind it. And when I talk about the numbers in the shorter readings, then, please, go, or in any of the readings, if they're jumping out, well, these are very, very strong energies here. So we have this traditionalist. We have this Emperor that is, kind of sees beyond the tradition, kind of sees the changes between, because the traditionalist also has an emotional component to it. It also is kind of what we buy into as a people. The Emperor sees things a little bit at a higher energy, at a higher level. And the Hermit is where we need to step back and we need to kind of reconcile what we're seeing, what we're hearing, what we're believing. We need to connect with higher power and just see where everything is fitting to. So we have this this major arcana cards, very high energy. I tell you to keep your energy and your vibrations up, because everyone that watches, you're here for a reason. We've connected for a reason, okay? And it is to keep us, our vibrations higher, because we are countering with very low vibration people. And I've had some conversations with viewers about that too, that, many times the lower vibration people come in, they're trying to pull you down. We need to, and it's a struggle, but this is also saying, we definitely, need to keep our vibrations up. If we're around people that are very low vibration, then step away from them. Step away, move away from them. Okay? Okay. Now, I will put the time marker into the, into my little introduction, my description, okay? So that all the cross watchers, and that means that people that watch for their moon, their sun, their Venus, ascending, rising, all of those, that you can just watch the intro one time and then go to the time marker to watch for your other energies. Okay? Okay. So, very high universal energy this week. Remember, Mercury did go into Cancer on the 11th, and Mercury is about communication. Cancer is very, maternal in many ways, but very deep, very let's get down and find out, kind of like let's find out what's really going on. So we should expect to have some very deep discussions. But again, this is very high level type of energy over us, the world, at this time. Okay, so now let's start our readings. Hello, my Tauruses. How are you? Well, it always is interesting when songs come to me before a reading, and don't know who this is for, but the movie the movie from the 60s, and it was Mary Poppins, and it was Chim Chim Cheree, and it just, nothing here at all, and then all of a sudden it just, especially the line, and blow me a kiss, because that's lucky too. So whoever needed to hear that, I will give it out to you. And if you don't, well then, like I said, my mind is an interesting place to visit sometimes. Let's see what we have for my Tauruses. But I really loved the song. Now, I wish I loved my singing. Well, I do, but, but it was quite, there was a magic to it. So let's see what we have for my Tauruses. 2 cards reversed. Perspective. It's all in how you look at things. It's all how you're working with it. It's kind of like, kind of take a step back and look at that bigger picture. Don't necessarily look at those details. A lot of times, what does this have? This has a lot of King of Fire energy, where it's like, don't look at the details. King of Gabriel energy, King of Wands, Rod energy. But this is, again, don't look at the details. Look at things a little bit bigger. Step back a little bit. There's, you're too involved in the situation. And because you're too involved in it, you're acting a little more emotionally instead of objectively. Okay? Perspective, we have a 12. So we have a 1 plus a 2, or 1 and a 2. 1, new beginnings. 2 has some decision makings. We can look at it as a 10 plus 2. A 10 has the transitional energy with it too. Now, perspective, Archangel Chamuel. There's a better way. Pause for reflection and insight. Dare to be different. Like I said, you're too close to the situation. Step back a little bit. Next card, reversed. 5 of Michael. Now, Michael is air energy. It's also sword energy. It is our thought processes. It's how we make our plans. It's hearing some news. This goes hand in hand with this. You're too close to the situation, so you're not necessarily seeing that bigger picture. 5s have some change, positive or negative. It doesn't matter. 5s are a little bit on that stressful side to begin with. Michael is, of course, air energy, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius energy too. So again, it's not, you're too much in the situation. You need to step out. You need to step back a little bit more so. Okay, my Tauruses, step back a little bit so you can see, again, the bigger picture going on. This situation doesn't serve you. Release your attachment to the outcome. Consider taking a more uplifting approach. And remember, keep those vibrations elevated. Next card. The King of Ariel. So, okay, this does feel like this could be definitely a work thing, a career thing, And this feels like maybe it's just that you've been wanting it so much, you've been wanting it, and, and it's just kind of taking you a little off your game. Okay, it's kind of like, oh, is it happening? Is it happening? I'm feeling anxious about this. My thoughts are going all over the place with it. Again, try to step back a little bit. Kings have an underlying energy of air. Okay, we've talked about air. Ariel is your energy. It's solid energy. It's also Virgo and Capricorn, something you can touch, okay? Something that you can, like your home, but it also could be your career, your work, how you make your money. I do feel very much that this is a career thing, a career changer. So maybe you've been stalled. Maybe, again, you need to again, step back, look at the bigger picture. The King of Ariel is about you doing what you have needed to do to get to that next step. This is very much, your profession. You know it inside and out, my Tauruses. And again, the song Chim Chim Cheree is playing through my head again. And not quite sure where that's all going, but I don't have to know. I don't have to know. I just need to give that to you, and maybe that song will go away. Anyway, it will go away when I'm done, but successful, stable, accomplished, powerful. This is a really good week for you to step into that place, that career, that whatever. This is good. This is a good week for you. You just need to, you need to not necessarily get so mired down with the worries of those smaller details. Okay? Okay. Your plans are working out very well. Professional and financial success, using resources wisely. And and I do know for my Tauruses, you are very personable. You are you are good with people around you. The thing that's been so worrisome has been that career, because you do have these goals. You do have these places. I don't worry so much that you're not going to make the money to live day by day as much as it is, you are always striving for more. And, and this is, again, this is seeing that. This is seeing that, that next level, that next step. It is so close. I would say, again, look at it, step back a little bit. Step back, look at the bigger picture. Get out of your mind a little bit. Here we go. Okay, this one seems to want to come, so we're just going to let that come out. It was, I don't know if that was reversed, but it just didn't want to go back in. So let's see what we have here. The 9 of fire. So we have a 1, 2, 5, and a 9. Now, 9s have this is the wrap up. This is the time. This is when you are, using that analogy I sometimes do about the silver mine. This is when you're so close. Don't give up. Fire energy is our Leo, Sagittarius. It's our Aries, passionate, burning, determined. Don't give up. It's like you are so close now. You are so close. I love her. I love this 9 of fire, this card in itself, her strength, her resolve, her, yet at the same time, she's like, no, this is it. I'm not giving in. I'm not giving up. I call her the dragon slayer, sometimes the dragon tamer, depending on the situation. Don't give up. Protect that which you've created. Have courage and believe in yourself. Don't give up. No, you're so close now. Okay, so close to that next step, to that next breakthrough, to that next level. Okay, let's go on and see what crystal or energy would be helpful for my Tauruses. Here we are. Okay, come on. The song keeps going through, and I'm not going to sing it. Okay, reversed, blue kyanite. This is interesting. This is a good earth energy, but I love this. Connecting with animals, great. Telepathic abilities. Remember, you are highly psychic, my Tauruses, so put out that positive energy. But this is what I love, finding your true path. This has a lot of true path to it. Also, finding clarity. So, I would look for some blue kyanite. I have some, but I don't know where it is in my little bucket. So I would look for that and carry that with me if you have some. But I do think that this could be that time to find, to get to, that true path, seeing where you need to go, getting there. I do. Look at the big picture. Don't look at those little details. Stay determined. You have done everything you can. You have prepared. You are that King of Ariel. You know your stuff. You know your stuff, my Tauruses. Now, let it out. Okay, so my Tauruses, remember the button. Please like, share, subscribe, click on the bell. Also too, because it does help, but also I've had, again, in the intro I talk about people are saying that I click, but you don't show up. So make sure that, you are subscribed, because I've been hearing that, what I've been hearing. Make sure you subscribe and click on the bell, even if you've done it already. I thank you so much, my Tauruses. Okay, the most important thing though, my Taurus, know that you are loved. Stay shining and be blessed. Bye-bye.